Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I certainly want to thank Leadership Tulsa for putting this on, Dr. David for emceeing, OU for hosting, but most importantly, to all of you for the great work that you do, making our city an even better place than it is. You know, over the last 42 years, we have striven to bring forth our mission by planting trees and taking care of those, by teaching people to do the same, whether it's to help us take care of those trees or so they can take that into their communities, their schools, their local parks. And in doing that, we've really made an indelible imprint on what our city looks like, what it feels like, what we are as a city. We've planted tens of thousands of trees. We've distributed hundreds of thousands more. And we do that because we know that trees provide very real environmental, economic, and social benefits to our community, making our people healthier, making our community more sustainable and viable. Many people certainly know us for our roadside plantings, and yes, our sign's made out of wood. But we do more than that. We have a robust downtown planting effort. We take care of our trees. And half of our mission is education. We have an adult education program, but this is a picture of our youth education program called Tree School, where we go into schools and we plant, whether it's shade on the playground, whether it's a teaching arboretum at a school, and we work with the kids utilizing those trees as cross-curricular teaching tools. But ultimately, we do all of this because it's not about the trees. It's about the people that those trees impact and the benefits that those trees bring to you and me. So I would ask you, what are you working towards? Do you see anything up here that you're involved with, that you are passionate about? And if you do, we should probably talk, because there are direct correlations to all of these in planting trees. So if you would think working with such a diverse group as that previous slide, we thought if we could all get on the same page, pulling in a common direction, if we could all be more efficient, all be more effective, together we'll have a greater long-term impact. And that led to this, the Comprehensive Urban Forestry Master Plan for the City of Tulsa. This 20-year plan, we put it together with over 1,800 public surveys, asking anyone in the community, what do you want Tulsa to look like, feel like, and be 20 years from now? We put together an advisory council drawing on corporate, philanthropic, experts in the field, and elected officials, helping us steer this through, knowing that if we had their buy-in on the front end, it would be a much more implementable plan on the back end. So we came up with many goals. I'm going to focus on one very quickly, and that's canopy coverage. So if you would think a Google Earth map, if we were looking down, the percentage of that area covered by trees, that's the canopy. Currently, Tulsa's at 26%. Our plan says let's grow it to 30%. And we focus on canopy, one, because it's easy to measure, and two, there are direct correlations to all those benefits that we saw before. But canopy can't be the end-all be-all. Detroit has had canopy growth. Yes, these trees provide great environmental aspect, but think of the social aspect here, and what do you think of the economic development there? So we focus on what we call priority planting areas. Where can we, as a community, get the best return on investment, and those benefits from the trees? So I want to share with you what that intentionality looks like on a couple projects that we're currently working on. The Osage Trail. So we are working on that from OSU Tulsa to 36th Street North, about 3.5 miles. Cleaning that trail up, 7 months of cleanup. Why? Because we want to make it more inviting, accessible, and safer. We are going to be planting 850 trees to provide more shade, some fruit and nut trees, our tree school program at Emerson, Carver, and Hawthorne. That tree school program at those three schools piggybacks on a larger program that we're working with Tulsa Public Schools. For the first time, they are looking at trees as part of their infrastructure. How do they take care of it? So utilizing private dollars, we are working with them. How do we get all their sites up to a minimum 10% canopy? We're going to be doing our tree school program at every site within TPS. And ultimately, Why do we do this? Why do we go and create these places? We want to create those places because we want Tulsa to be the place where people choose to live, to work, invest their dollars, start a family, raise the next generation. So I certainly want to thank you. Have a good afternoon.